Okay, I wanted to talk for a second about exercise variation for your abdominals. Your abs are typically talked about by upper abs and lower abs, but really there is no such thing as upper or lower abs. Your abs are this long vertical muscle that attach from the ramus of your pubis all the way onto your rib cage, and they run like this. So it's a pretty long muscle. What you can do to target certain areas of your abs is change the order of contraction. The way you can do this is in a traditional crunch. Your feet are on the ground. Typically people are bent at the knee, feet are on the ground, and they're moving their rib cage on a fixed pelvis. So their pelvis is let's say it's on a ball or on a mat, and you're moving this end on this end. So what's happening is you're shortening here, you're moving your rib cage, and this end is staying fixed. So since this segment is moving first, it's going to become more shortened due to the order of contraction because you're moving this on this. Even though the muscle contracts as a whole, you're going to get a little bit more shortened in the upper area compared to this lower portion. What you can do to strategically change the way your abs contract is then you could do the opposite, which would be a reverse crunch. So where, let's say you're lying on a bench, I have many videos on this, and you're stabilizing your torso or your rib cage, and then you're moving your pelvis on your rib cage. This end is now fixed, and then this end is moving from here, so you're moving this bone on a fixed rib cage. And that's going to, once again, change the order of contraction where your lower portion is contracting first because we're now moving from here and the moving segment is changing. The only way you can really manipulate how your abs contract is by changing the order of contraction and changing which end is fixed and which end is moving. And since your abs attach from here to here, that's going to be either your rib cage moving on a fixed pelvis or your pelvis moving on a fixed rib cage. Rib cage on a fixed pelvis would be a crunch, and then pelvis on rib cage would be a reverse crunch where you're moving this on this.